going, guys? So we just pulled a new project off the trailer to hopefully save. Beeping away because the old seatbelt light's going on. Obviously I'm in the yard, so it don't really matter. So welcome to Waterside Workshop. I'm Carl, if you don't know me, and this is the new project. It's a Focus in silver, and we're now about to jump out, have a look around it, and let's see what's what. We got 93,000 miles, and that's a 2-litre diesel, so pretty good. It's got all the electric windows, electric mirrors, adjustable headlights, aircon, all the extras, loads and loads of steering controls and stuff like that. So not too bad model. Now it's a case of let's have a look around it and see what we've got to do. Yeah, so as you can see, the old miles are 93,000. Got the old code coming up on the CD player there, so I've got to sort the code out. It's absolutely filthy inside. I don't know if it's showing well on camera, but every little bit of it is pretty bad. Really bad stained seats all the way through. Really dirty. There's been a dog in here as well, and that's literally put hair and mud and you name it. The seats are absolutely covered in it, which is not nice. It's making me itchy just getting in the car and taking it off a trailer. That's going to be a fun one to clean. It's going to be a seats out job, I reckon. In the boot is even worse. Notice straight away we've got no rear shelf, but as you can see, yeah, she's in a mess. So this particular one come from Synthetic, I think it's called, the one that used to be the Motorhog site. So we picked that one up from there and went down to Doncaster and got this one. So on the outside, as you can see, straight away at the back, we've got rust bubbles on the edge of the boot here, which means we've got to paint the boot straight away. We've also got a very scratched up bumper, not damaged, just scratches from taking things in and out of the boot as normal, normal use. A little bit of damage down here, so we'll obviously repair that. And I think the best thing to do with this is basically just flatten off the bumper and repaint it. That'll be the easiest thing to do with that, I think. So starting here, a little bit of damage on the edge of the bumper here, and it's just come off its clip. We'll get why it's not staying on there. We got a few bits of bubbles and stuff down the side here, but it's all nice and solid, which is good. Got a dent across the side here to sort out. We've got bubbles all around the arch here. It's not rotten, don't get me wrong, that's rock solid. It's just bubbled up, as the old Fords do. But we should be able to paint up to this line and paint all the way down this arch and round into the sill where we need to. This door looks like that's pretty good. Same with the driver's door, it looks all good. Down at the bottom of the wing as normal. Got a few bubbles. Feels like a solid. I'll obviously hammer it all out when I actually get to it. The wheels are absolutely filthy, as you can see. Badge missing and centre cap missing on that one. This one needs a new centre cap. Front wing. Quite a substantial dent here. Now, do I pull that out, knock that about and reshape it? Got bubbles all the way along the side here. Or do we just get a wing? Front bumper, not looking too bad, to be fair. Most of it, sort of 3/4 of the way around, is really nice. Just a few little scuffs on this corner and on the edge there, and some blue paint here, which I think will come off anyway. But to make that look nice, we're going to have to paint into this end and sort of lose it down here somewhere as well, and cover this whole corner. Bonnet's absolutely spot on by the looks of things. We've got one little mark on it up here, but I'm not going to paint the whole bonnet just for that. I'm just going to gently touch that in and blend it in. Round on the passenger side. Passenger wing is not bad at all in good nick. Down the bottom, normal stuff. Bit loose this one, it's come off its clips, but a few bubbles to sort out. Nothing too crazy. You put it on the edge of the sill as well. Got these plastic covers on these sills, so you're gonna have to whip them covers off. Both these doors are good, but there is, get out of the sunlight, there is some scratching and stuff on them. So hopefully I'll be able to flatten down and sort of mop it all in. I think that's where the dogs have been in the car, to be honest. And then again, that looks nasty, doesn't it? But it's actually feels like a solid. A few bits feel like they're soft just on the edges, so we might have to cut some of this out, put a plate in across there and down here, and just make this corner up with new metal if we need to. Wheels on this side are just dirty, but looks things need two new centre caps again. We'll see what they're like once we give them a good old clean up. Don't think we're going to need to paint them, might have to just do a few touch-ins on the edges. Rear spoilers all looking good, roof's all looking good. Screen's all good, no cracks, chips, stuff like that. So not terrible, but not easy either. Interior is probably going to be the biggest downfall on it. Getting that dog hair out is going to be an absolute nightmare, but we should be able to do it. So as you can see, this old insurance company's chucked me a dirty one. Interior is absolutely trashed, is the only word for it. It's really, really bad. I mean, they're not ripped, and other seats are nothing ripped, but they're so dirty and stained, and there's dog's hairs absolutely everywhere. It would, to be honest, it'd be easier to get a set of seats and just replace all the seats and carpet, but I like a challenge, you know what we're like, so I'm going to take the old seats and stuff out, go through it and see what we can do. But if I have to, I'll change some of the carpets, especially in the boot area, but hopefully not. You need to save sort of every penny you can as you're building these, because you don't make a silly amount of profit when you're doing them. This is the time it goes into them, and getting them to look really good again. Sometimes it creeps away with you. You hope to sort of do a car in a week, but sometimes that can creep into 2 weeks with all other stuff going on in the background and stuff, doing other bits and pieces as well. That soon ticks along. So I think the next thing to do is pop a bonnet and start it up, innit? I've got no paperwork or nothing for this one, so I've got to send off for that. Haven't seen any service history or nothing yet, but we'll do some searches and stuff, see if we can find some, and go from there, really. Right, let's pop this bonnet and have a look under there, shall we? So as you can probably hear, she runs really nicely. Not covered in oil or water or leaks or anything like that. Actually sounds really, really good. It's nice. Pop the old cover up and see what we've got underneath here. Look at that, how clean is that? What we like to see. Brand new alternator down there. The old pulleys are shining at me, so I realised that. She's sounding pretty good. I have just whipped up and down the yard, and it does drive pretty good. Haven't been on the road yet. I'll do that at a later date. I'm going to get it a bit tidier first. But from sort of first go, seems to be okay.